Welcome to our virtual school tour. I would have loved to have shown you around personally, but in order to keep the children and staff safe, this wasn't possible. My name is Andrew Cunstey, and I'm proud to be the head teacher of St Michael's Church of England Primary School. I hope that throughout the course of this virtual tour, you will see some of the building, but ultimately, I hope you get a positive feeling about our school through the people you see and hear from. This is the vision statement for our school. It's taken from the Bible, the book of Proverbs. Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. This captures the essence of what our school is about. We want to start with your child and yourself on what will be a 7-year journey, or even longer if you have more children. We aim to guide and support them in their own decisions. After their 7 years, we want them to leave us feeling confident, empowered, and most of all, loved. If we get it right, then we will have hopefully instilled in your child some lifelong habits and traits, and their feelings and memories of their time with being with us will be overwhelmingly positive. Children from St Michael's can, and often do, go on to be fantastic teenagers and young adults. In this image of a tree, first of all, we are drawn to the leaves. In the context of a school, these are the things that parents see about us. For example, the impression you get as children walk past your home, how they conduct themselves. Reports about us from people you know and trust. Our website, or data tables that are published. This currency changes through the year and across the years. So judging a school on just one criteria will not give the full picture. Here at St Michael's, we cherish the character of our school. It keeps us strong when challenges present themselves. It helps us show with pride the currency of the moment. And as 1 year passes, it remains intact while the next leaves grow and develop. It is our culture, though, that keeps us rooted. It is bigger than myself or the staff alone, bigger than the governors and our current parents. It is a collective that reaches far and wide, binds us together and holds us steady, keeps us grounded, yet allows us to thrive. Our culture comes from the 4 values that are embedded in all that we do here. It requires care from each and every one of us at school and in homes. To treat each precious moment as being worth the time that we give it. As a Christian school, our values are rooted in the Bible, where Jesus told his disciples to love one another as he loved them. We ask all of our community to understand this and to work with us to promote it. We also aim to model honesty and sincerity, developing a moral purpose in all the children and ourselves. Creativity is not only the ability to make things, but the confidence to find new ways of learning. And resilience, learning to cope when things are difficult and recognizing that we all have challenges. And haven't times been difficult this year? Through this, our values have kept us strong and united in our desire to make school a safe and enjoyable place for the children. To see all of our children return in September calm, focused and happy has been one of the greatest joys. Personally, I've tried to greet every child by name as they arrive at school, and have seen their faces light up as I welcome them individually. Hopefully, you get the sense from this virtual tour that this is a wonderful school to be part of. We hope that you feel the same as we do. If so, then I look forward to meeting you in person later in the year. This is the main approach to the school from Maple Avenue, which leads first of all to the main entrance of the school, where you'll find the office. Then along past this towards the foundation stage. If you'd been able to visit in person, this is the route you would have taken, so I hope you'll appreciate us taking you the same way through the school to meet the staff. So here is the inner entrance hall, where on the right is the hatch where parents can, if needed, speak to one of our office staff. Through the inner doors is a celebration of our lockdown bubble group and the fantastic Dolls House project they completed during their time with us. For these children, our school became a sanctuary for them while their key worker parents continued to work. The door to the left leads us into Year 6.
Hello and welcome to Year 6. This is Mrs. Lockhart.
And this is Mr. Bird.
And we are just part of the Year 6 team here at St Michael's Primary School.
We also have several LSAs that work with us, very experienced, and we've all been part of the Year 6 team for several years now.
In Year 6, we obviously prepare all the children ready for their SATs towards the end of the year. But it's not just about that. All the way through the year, we do various different projects. At the moment, we're doing one about the 1960s, where the children get to find out all the fantastic bits of information about how time changed.
We also expect them to work a lot more independently, and we try and encourage leadership. We talk a lot about leadership skills. One of the things we offer is bikeability, where the children have the chance to learn how to cycle safely on the roads, and they pass tests and get certificates for that.
The children really enjoy their time over here at St Michael's, and especially so at the very end within Year 6.
It's a really great end to their journey at St Michael's School, and Year 6 is always a very happy year.
Thank you very much.
Just to the side of the main entrance, there is another set of double doors which take us through a foyer where on 3 days a week, piano and guitar lessons take place, and then into our main hall. This space is used for daily acts of worship, though not at present sadly, indoor PE lessons, of gymnastics and dance, and it's also the lunch hall. It's large enough to easily accommodate the 420 children we have, and regularly we share events with parents, and there is room for them too. We're at the far end of the hall now, and as we pan left, you get a glimpse of the PE celebration and learning wall before we turn to go down the stairs. Most of the school is down on this level, so to make it accessible to all, there is also a lift to the left of this stairwell. At the bottom of these steps, we reach the library. At the heart of the school is our shared love of reading, and we have created a warm and inviting space for children to come to love books. Our school librarian and storyteller works out of here and regularly leads sessions with groups of children where they learn to tell a good story as well as enjoying one being shared. This is a view of the newest part of our school, which we call the Annex, which currently houses Year 5. A great view of our expansive fields, which go beyond where we can actually show you onto a hard standing, and all the way around here to the path which goes down to the Flitch Way, but alongside that is our trim trail, but we actually refer to that just as the logs. And here the children during break times and lunch times just love to clamber along that pathway, swing on the ropes, try to make their way across, and a wonderful space we've got here that the children use as much as they can throughout the year.
Hello, welcome to Year 5. I'm Mrs. Goodman, and currently I'm teaching a class that I actually taught back when they were in reception. It's a privilege to see how far they've come, academically and personally. But we've been focusing this half term not on how far they've come, but how far they can go. I asked my class today, what would they tell you about being in Year 5? Every single one of them said that there were challenges, lots and lots of challenges. But alongside that came the feeling that actually those challenges gave them something to strive towards, and more importantly, they felt so proud of themselves, and they do feel so proud of themselves when they reach those goals. Many of those goals and challenges are personal to them, and that's the key thing. As they get ready this year to go towards Year 6, they're constantly thinking about what can they do to improve their work. We have a lot of fun. One of the things they wanted to tell you about was the fact that we're currently studying Goodnight Mr. Tom. Boy, are we on a journey. We are totally immersed in that character's life and what he's doing. We're drilling down into how that author has made such wonderful characterisation, and you cannot hear a pin drop in this classroom when we're reading it. It's an exciting time, and reading is a really big part of our daily lives. And something we strive to do in Year 5 is to make reading a hobby, a joy, a pleasure. And one of the children said today, well, actually, Mrs. Goodman, they can't stop us reading. COVID isn't going to take that away, and we can go anywhere. No flights are going to be cancelled when you're travelling on a journey in any kind of book that you're reading. You can go anywhere in the world. You can go anywhere out of this world. So what are we trying to achieve in Year 5? Lifelong learners. That's what we want to come out, so that they are ready for Year 6 and what lies beyond. And so every aspect of that, be it with coding or during PE or whatever aspect of the curriculum we're covering, we're thinking about how can we optimise what we're doing, how can we achieve our best, and what is our next step. So our current Year 5 are having a great time. They're enjoying themselves, they're amazing themselves about what they can achieve. And so we hope maybe one day we'll see you here at St Michael's and see how far you can go.
Welcome to Year 5. My name is Miss Reed and I am really proud to be part of St Michael's Church of England School. The children here are really welcoming, friendly, and they're keen to improve. Let me take you on a learning journey that would be typical of in our class. Before we even start a topic, we share what we already know and what we can do so that we don't use valuable learning time to things that we're already secure in. The next thing is we think of questions, things that we would like to find out, and the children are given research opportunities using books, the computer and the iPads. We make learning relevant and purposeful. We use real life examples. Recently, when we collected statistics in the form of pie charts, line graphs, tally charts, pictograms and bar charts, the children made connections with how the government are presently presenting their information on statistics. We love to help each other to learn and remember, so we display key vocabulary and facts, we share mnemonics as ways to remember, we make mind maps, and we have magpie books and memory cards. Together we learn more in a collaborative fashion, and we help each other to be the best that we can be.
Here we're looking back up the path from the Flitch Way, and on the left hand side towards the school we have what we call the Enchanted Wood. It's a piece of land where the children can go and play quietly, to talk, to share a story under some of the covered way, to explore under logs, to look for wildlife, mini beasts, etc. This was something that our Friends of St Michael's Association helped us set up, and they do lots of the groundwork here, keeping it looking neat and tidy and refreshing things as need be.
Welcome to Year 4. I'm Mrs Jenkins and I teach Class 4J.
Hello, my name is Mrs Brinkley and I teach Class 4BG.
As a staff team, we wish that we were able to personally welcome you into our classrooms so that you could meet us and the children who we teach. Unfortunately, due to COVID restrictions, this isn't possible. The world as we know it at the moment is limited in terms of places we can visit and people we can meet. However, as our display slide shows, there are endless possibilities when your imagination is awakened.
In Year 4, our aim is to inspire children by integrating subjects and making links in their learning. A focus on history and geography gives them the opportunity to visualise the world from a different perspective and encourages them to think creatively. The children enjoy learning about different animal characters in the Just So stories written by Rudyard Kipling, using actions and expression to retell a known tale before having fun planning, writing and performing stories of their own.
In contrast to these fictional stories, we use maps, atlases and non-fiction texts to investigate contrasting continents. Together we love learning about the natural beauty of the South American rainforest and our responsibility to protect our world. One highlight is the study of the storybook The Kapok Tree. We encourage children to bring this book to life through storytelling, drama, movement, poetry and art, by allowing them the freedom to visualise the characters, the emotions, the experiences of those who live in a place which is a world away from our own.
We use video clips and visual literacy to help inspire the children to consider different viewpoints. In the past, they have really enjoyed watching There's Orangutan in My Bedroom, which is particularly thought-provoking and links to our school values of love and integrity.
Life in Year 4 isn't always easy, but we help one another by using our steps to success and remembering our motto that together everyone achieves more. This develops determination and resilience, but most importantly, it encourages us to share our talents as a team. We hope that one day your child might be in our class, so that together with them we can continue our discovery of the wonders that a world of imagination can inspire.
We are now continuing round from the annex, adjacent to the field, and here is our latest addition, our Remembrance Garden, a fabulous tribute and memorial at this time of year. Our Rainbow Garden, which was another lockdown bubble project, will remain for the whole year and give this year group something to be responsible for. Beyond this, we have our current Year 3 classes.
Hello, I'm Miss Bland.
And I'm Miss Hardy, and we are the Year 3 teachers here at St Michael's.
In Year 3 in Humanities, we look at the country of Italy. We locate it using atlases, learn about the cities and culture. We make pizzas from scratch and the children knead the dough and peel and chop everything themselves. Our wonderful chef also does a food tasting for us so the children get to try new things they might not have had before. And we also have some Italian parents who come in as visitors to teach the children about the language, the culture, and even tell them a traditional tale.
Another really exciting time in Year 3 is when we learn all about the Stone Age. We travel back in history and we get to find out what life was like back in those times. We have a Stone Age day where we get to go outside and build Mesolithic houses. We also create Stonehenge out of Bourbon biscuits. And we also create cave paintings in our classroom when we turn our whole classroom into a cave, turn over the tables, turn out the lights and create some artwork.
As a Church of England school, we spend a lot of time studying Christianity, but we also learn about other world faiths. In Year 3 we learn about Hinduism. We learn about their gods, their religious beliefs, place of worship and their festivals. As part of our work on festivals, we look at Diwali, where we go outside and create rangoli patterns on the pavement using chalk. We also finish our year with a holy festival where the children and staff all dress up in white, go outside and throw coloured paint powder at each other. It's lots and lots of fun.
Year 3 is a really fun and creative time. We try to incorporate this into all of our lessons, even our maths lessons, where we use lots of resources such as Numicon and Deans, and sometimes we even get to draw on the tables to help us and to support us with our learning.
In Year 3 we try to create a love of learning, and we hope that if you talk to our children or any children who have already been through Year 3, they will tell you of lots of fond memories they have of our year group. We try to create those awe and wonder moments and create memories that will last a lifetime.
Here we are now looking down on Playground 1. As you can be able to see, there are some fantastic playground markings here that the Friends of St Michael's School organised for us. It's an activity trail that the children love to play on during break times. And the classrooms on the left hand side are Year 2, which is where we're heading into next.
Hello there, I'm Miss Q, one of the Year 2 teachers. Year 2 marks the end of Key Stage 1, where we spend a lot of time working on the children's confidence, building on independence skills. The children are fortunate to have access to a range of resources and materials within the classroom that they can help themselves to. We also make use of the learning working walls, and we encourage the children to use these to support them with their learning. We're fortunate enough to have access to a playground just over here, and this is where the parents can come and drop and collect their children morning and afternoon, and they can have a chance to catch up with the teacher. Year 2 is a lovely year group. We have lots of fun, it's engaging, and it's remarkable how much progress that they can make.
My name's Mrs Gardner and I teach in Year 2, and one of my favourite things about teaching in Year 2 is learning about the Great Fire of London. As you can see from the beautiful display, the children have made 3D models. They've drawn and used pastels to make 3D collages of silhouettes of London, and they've also written their own questions about things they'd like to find out about the Great Fire of London. The other topic I've really enjoyed teaching this term is our art topic, and we've been looking at using pastels to link in with work in literacy and in history of our work on Guy Fawkes and Bonfire Night.
Hello, my name is Mrs Warboys and I thoroughly enjoy teaching Year 2. I enjoy teaching English and bringing a story alive through actions and role play. Children make their own story maps such as this one and innovate the story or text before coming to write the first draft in their books. After reading through together, we then edit and improve. And what a long way our Year 2s have come since they started in foundation stage.
We've just left the hall now and are passing under what we call the covered way. And this is a junction point between the older part of the building, which was built in the 60s, and what we still call the new building, even though it was built and opened in 1998. Here we currently have our Year 1 and our foundation stage classrooms. As you can see here, across on the wall here is another reminder to all children who leave through this way that this is a church school and the church plays an important part in who we are and what we do.
Hello and welcome to Year 1 at St Michael's Davey Primary School. Our mission at Year 1 is to make our learning fun, fab and fantastic, and to make the transition from early years as smooth as we can. Our favourite thing about Year 1 is...
We have all sorts of fun in Year 1. We like learning about traditional tales, and you can see that we've been learning about the Three Little Pigs, practicing our storytelling and learning to do some fantastic writing. We're also really developing our reading skills so the children will become confident, independent readers. On top of that, we're marvellous mathematicians, using all our practical resources to support us in learning the basics of mathematics and developing those skills as we move on through the year. We're also having lots of fun, learning outside, going to forest school and putting lots of variety into the children's learning. We're also making sure that we do lots of fun, creative activities.
So thank you for listening. We look forward to seeing you at St Michael's in the future. Goodbye everyone. Bye.
We've just come out of one of the Year 1 classrooms. Here you can see more of the expansive field and playground too, which has some markings, including a dance mat. Year 1 use this outdoor space as an extension of their classroom, and groups can often be found here working. Off to the left is the foundation stage area, which is where we'll take you next. As you will see, they have their own dedicated space, which the next part of this video will show you in more detail.
Hello, and welcome to Foundation Stage. My name is Janice Marsh, and I'm one of the Foundation Stage teachers here at St Michael's. I have the privilege of leading the most fantastic and dedicated team of staff here, who are wholly focused on the development and welfare of all the children in our care. I truly believe it's the best place to be. Central to all we do here in Foundation Stage are the three characteristics of effective learning. Firstly, playing and exploring, where children investigate and experience things and just are willing to have a go. That's their engagement with learning. Secondly, is active learning, where children concentrate and keep on trying even if they encounter difficulties and they enjoy their achievements. That's their motivation to learn. And thirdly, creating and thinking critically. That's about having their own ideas, making links within their learning and choosing ways to do things. That's their thinking skills. So we have engagement, motivation and thinking skills. These are what we want to help the children embed in their learning. And these are also the very skills that will help them through their entire school journey. And we start developing those skills right from day one here at St Michael's. We are fortunate to have our outdoor learning area right outside our classrooms so we can have free flow inside and out. And we also have wonderful school grounds, which means we're able to continue things like forest school weekly despite lockdown. We are always excited to support our children through the first steps of their learning journey, and we want to develop a strong, positive partnership between parents and school. In normal times, we would begin by offering home visits before your child starts school in September. And we also offer plenty of opportunities for you to come into the classrooms and to see what we've been doing and to join in with a variety of activities throughout the year. We also use Tapestry, which is an online journal, as a means of sharing your child's learning weekly. And this has proved absolutely invaluable during lockdown. We really hope to welcome your child here at St Michael's. And if you do decide to bring your child here, we can't wait to embark on their learning journey together with you and them.
Hello, I'm Mrs Bruce. Here at St Michael's we teach daily phonics lessons using letters and sounds and songs and actions from Jolly Phonics. Within a taught session we always recap our previous learning before teaching a new sound. We use a variety of activities to help the children practice the sounds. These activities would link to all learning styles to enable all children to achieve their best. We teach 4 sounds and 2 tricky words a week to enable the children to build a strong foundation in their phonic knowledge. The children really enjoy their kinesthetic learning and take this home with them as we send phonics and tricky word cards home. Many parents have commented on how much the children enjoy the songs and are often found singing them at home, teaching them to younger children as well as their parents.
You've been around the school now and met a number of the staff. Though it's nowhere near all of them, there are almost 70 of us on the team. The learning support assistants we have are superb in building relationships with the children. Indeed, during the first lockdown, they made weekly calls to all of our families, and this kept us all feeling like we were together, even though we weren't. The kitchen is led by a fantastically talented chef who not only cooks each lunch, but also puts on theme events for year groups. This term, he's already prepared a 1960s retro tasting menu for Year 6, and in the next week or so, we'll be producing an Italian feast for Year 3. These are just a few of the extras that we do above and beyond the curriculum expectations. Over the next few minutes, you'll see and hear about some of these that we are really proud to share with you.
Hello, I'm Mrs Mattin and I'm the Forest School Leader at St Michael's. I'm a qualified Level 3 practitioner and Forest First Aider and have attended the Forest School's Education Training Programme. Every child at St Michael's gets the opportunity to go to Forest School, whatever the weather, except in very high winds. The children don't notice the rain, they do enjoy jumping in the puddles and playing in the mud. We provide waterproof dungarees and jacket sets for this purpose. We take half the class, 15 children at a time. The Forest School ethos is based on free play and child-led activities, allowing the children to develop their thinking skills, imaginative play, to explore and become familiar and inquisitive about the outdoors. The children are allowed to climb trees up to their own head height and can dip in and out of the activities. Every time we go, we take tubs and magnifiers for collecting and examining bugs, ropes and tarpaulins to make shelters, swings and rope bridges, tools such as forks, trowels and buckets. During the year we will have a campfire, we'll make hot chocolate and toast marshmallows. If it's extremely cold, I will light a fire for the children's comfort. Your child will have lots of fun in the forest. They'll develop skills to help them through their time at school and beyond, and hopefully come home each visit telling you all about the fun they had in the forest. We look forward to seeing yourself and your child very soon. Thank you.
Bonjour, I'm Madame Betteridge and this is my friend Claude. Bonjour. And between the two of us we cover the French here at St Michael's. We start in Year 1, don't we Claude? And in reception we teach them finger rhymes, songs, and some of the basic vocabulary, and then as we progress through the year we build into sentence work, role plays. They do a weather forecast, cafe role plays, ordering food and drinks, but all taught through fun and games. We have fun, don't we Claude? Woo! And then culminating as well, it's not just about the language but it's also about the culture, so learning about the country and their customs and traditions, and we love sharing our understanding of France. We do La Fête des Rois over Christmas time, we have French breakfasts, we celebrate Bastille Day, La Fête Nationale, involving dressing up and various activities around the school. And the highlight of our time here at St Michael's is in Year 6, and we take the Year 6s off to France so they can put their language into practice and make sure that Claude and I have been teaching them the right things, and they get to order their own food, actually say bonjour to real French people, and just generally soak up the culture. So yeah, that's us, and can't wait to see you all soon. Au revoir!
Over the years, dance has had a very positive impact on children across the school. It gives them a creative outlet like few other subjects, promotes expression and interpretation, as well as cooperation and collaboration. Children develop confidence in themselves, and we have seen some of the quieter children really come to life in these sessions over the years. Each year, for the past 5 years, we have celebrated the children's work by putting on fantastic dance shows, as can be seen here, which allow them the chance to shine in front of an audience in our school hall. This year, dance has had to be put on hold because of the restrictions, but we are hopeful that by next autumn we can put on a show for all of our parents, which is joyful. Every September or early October, we celebrate the rich diversity that is part of our school through our World Language Day. Children and their families bring to the school a piece of their home culture in the form of photographs, books, clothing, food and music, but most of all, passion. The confident older children also have the opportunity to lead these sessions, and for the past few years, children who have gone on to secondary schools have been keen to come back to continue this. We celebrate all that is great about the diversity of our school. The hall, and sometimes beyond, is transformed into a world of colour. It is a wonderful day, full of positive energy and friendship. Though the restrictions this year have meant that this was unable to go ahead, as soon as we are able to, this will be one of the first things back on the whole school calendar. Following on from the success of World Language Day, more recently we have run a STEM week, Science, Technology, Engineering and Maths, in which we have given the children more opportunities to see how these subjects are vital in a whole range of professions. The hall is again taken over by a careers fair on one day, allowing our community to share with the children how their jobs use these skills. Ranging from paramedics, insurance brokers, air traffic controllers, military defence project engineers, forensic scientists, house builders, and those who use technology in a smaller manner, it is an opportunity for the children to have their eyes and minds opened to possibilities. We've also given the children practical experiences and challenges, such as building bridges or boats within simple guidelines and allowing them to get creative with their designs and evaluate their effectiveness. Our Key Stage 2 choir has a great sense of energy and enthusiasm to it, which has culminated for the past few years in a trip to the O2 in London to take part in the Young Voices event. To encourage as many as possible to take part, big hits are learnt by the children. The choir have also performed Christmas carols for the residents of the local care homes and sung at George Yard each year. These are 3 memorable events for our choir each year. Every year, we celebrate World Book Day by allowing the children to dress as a favourite character from a story, and then throughout the week, focus even more on the love of reading for reading's sake. Children share books with each other across the year groups. Challenges such as extreme reading and Braintree Library's Summer Read are encouraged, and our storyteller engages classes with tales from across the ages and cultures. We have links to Christian Youth Outreach, CYO, who lead worships for us once a term for the whole school, but they also work with us on smaller projects in classes and at St Michael's Church. We regularly take part in their Experience Christmas, Experience Easter, across the world, and any other activities or events which allow our children to engage with known stories from different perspectives and in different ways. Because of our Christian foundation, our children tend to have a great knowledge and understanding, and often surprise the adults in these groups with how much they know. We have close links with St Michael's Church. Indeed, as a voluntary aided school, the majority of our governing body is made up of the church community, and this enables us to tap into their volunteers, who are often willing to help with many of these events. As a Church of England school, Christianity plays an important part in the daily life of the school. It is seen and felt in the relationships between all, and within the RE curriculum, we have roughly 2/3 Christianity to 1/3 other religions taught. The artwork shown here is called the Big Frieze. It aims to capture the big story of the Bible, which in its simplest terms is love. It does this in a series of 8 pictures. Each of these relates to a key concept, and within each year group's RE, these are used to frame the stories and events in a wider context, rather than learning in isolation.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm Chair of the Friends of St Michael's. Here's some of our wonderful committee. We are a group of hardworking mums who like to ensure that the children have some extra fun while they're at school. We do this by running events throughout the year, some of which include disco. We have a Christmas disco and often a spring disco. Movie nights, we get the popcorn out and we all go and sit in the hall together and watch a film. We have our summer fete, which is a big evening on the school field, hopefully in the sunshine. And then we also have the Christmas present room, where the children get involved during the day and come in and wrap some presents for friends and family. Lots of fun. We have other events throughout the year as well, quizzes, things for parents, so hopefully everyone can be involved in something. By running these events, we hopefully raise some extra pennies, and with this, we buy things for the school. We've recently bought some playground markings, which are bright and colourful, so there's lots to do for the children when they're out at break and lunchtime. Each new child that starts receives a water bottle from us. We have bought iPads, which they can use class by class. And we've bought pantomimes. We give money to the library and to the special needs so that they can buy programmes to use. Anything really that the school would like, if we've got the money, we can buy it. So hopefully if your child comes to St Michael's, they can join the fun too. Thanks.
And I'm one of the Senkos here at St Michael's School. I support Key Stage 1 pupils, and I work alongside Mrs Graham, who is Senko for the Key Stage 2 children. Here at St Michael's, we want to support staff and parents in putting in place the right support to allow their children to flourish, regardless of their needs or disability. Our aim is for every child to fulfil their potential, and we want to ensure we find the right provision that best motivates and supports our children. We offer a wide range of interventions, including Talk Boost, Time to Talk, phonological awareness training, precision teaching, social and emotional support groups, fine and gross motor skills, as well as specific literacy and numeracy support, such as Numicon groups. We have a large team of dedicated learning support assistants who are highly skilled. If your child has a special need, please tell me as soon as you can, so we can start to plan the best provision for them, even before they start school with us. If, once your child has started school, you become concerned about how they are learning and the progress they are making, always speak to their class teacher first. Having said that, we are always here to listen and want to be able to work with you to support your child. If you have any concerns, please contact us and we will be pleased to talk to you through any questions you may have. When lockdown is over, we will reinstate our fantastic group of parents who form our SEN support group and the coffee mornings for parents of children with special needs, where you can come and chat in a small, friendly, supportive group and share ideas. If you do decide St Michael's is the place for your child, we look forward to welcoming you in September.
Please feel free to get in touch with us if you require any further information, or we can support you in making your application. We wish you the best of luck and every success with whichever school you choose for your child in the future.
As I said at the beginning of this virtual tour, it's a great shame that I haven't been able to meet you or talk to you properly about a school that I love. Especially so if you're about to send your first child to school. Selecting the correct school is vital. You start on a 7-year journey, and as much as I hope that you found this information useful and clear, nothing can replace the feel you get for a school by being there amongst the staff and the children, in classes from all ages, and to see how the children interact with each other, how the adults, the teachers, the LSAs, how they interact with the children, and how they work to get the best out of them. I hope, therefore, that you felt that this is the right school for your child, that what we've shown you and talked to you about has shown the passion that we all have for this school. It's a wonderful school to work at, and your son and daughter would be welcomed into our community, where we would work with you as their parents to enable every aspect of their lives to flourish. Hopefully, we've answered many of your questions through this virtual tour. But if you have any that we haven't answered, then please send them through to admin@st-michaelscfe.essex.sch.uk. That's on the screen somewhere. Once we get some questions in, if we do, and I'm sure there are many that I haven't answered and my team haven't answered, please send them in. I'll answer you directly. If it's a pertinent question to you, I'll do that. If there are some common threads, I'll organise a Zoom meeting where I can talk to you live through that medium to hopefully answer those questions that a few of you got. My thanks to all who helped pull this video together, and thank you to you, the prospective parents of St Michael's Church of England Primary School, for taking the time to watch this. Goodbye.